Day 3 at World Cup. Yesterday they had problems with the cascade, so they added a bunch more baffles and got an extension on it basically, so everything sloshes back in the air. Yeah, so that's fixed. We're gonna run nitrous. They did some suspension changes. Duffy cut this bitch wide open on both sides. Jesus Christ, Huff. You guys find a new tire?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Got the yellow and blue?
Yep. Because it wasn't.
It wasn't?
No. So we cut a tire, beat the shit and cut the shit out of the fenders so that we don't have that problem again. And then the car's working pretty well, but we're trying to hit it harder, so a lot more suspension setup. So we added more low-speed compression, we added more high-speed compression, we added rebound up front. The only other thing we can do from here is if we still are picking the nose up too hard, we'll tighten the limiters up and go from there. It's not the fastest tune-up that we can put in this car that I think will survive, but it's not a slow tune-up that's in the car if it survives. So if it goes A to B and the nitrous works, we're testing a new nitrous setup where it comes in at a certain time, turns off, and comes back in again, so we're not spraying across the gear change. If that works like we hope it should work, maybe it's got a 780, 770 in it, I don't know. It's still pretty light on nitrous.
You feel when the nitrous kicks in?
Yes. The motor sounds different.
Yes.
Yes. The motor sounds different.
Flash higher?
Yeah, it'll pick up like 100 or 200 RPM on the converter. So I'll be like 82, 8300, and then all of a sudden the nitrous hits and it's, picks up another 100 or so on it. Well, we'll see.
So you'll know she's working.
Yeah, I mean, we've had to borrow people's fucking welders twice now. Apparently I don't know how to spec out a surge tank, and I don't know how to spec out a burn down box either, so, catch can. It's alright. Live and learn.
At least we got it done.
Got it done. And technically we're on the ladder board. I don't think we'll stay at 13 with the time that it's up, but we're on the ladder board. We got a complete pass.
Hopefully we could drop that time.
Hopefully we can drop the time. If we go off, can't go off of last year, but if you go off of last year, the time should keep us on the ladder board. So we'll try and go faster. At least at the end of the day, if we still got to make some more changes, we got a good chance of making the event, and that's really what we're going to do is make it to Sunday. That's the only goal.
And you don't think that anything's going to come out of this?
I filled the chimney up with water and let it settle around, and then I went to go dump it, and water would come out, and then it would get stuck. The water physically couldn't come out. And then I tipped it back over where the lines go in, and it runs out. If fluids and shit come out of that now, I don't know what to do at that point. We'll have to do a containment box into another box. So as the fluid comes in, it hits this wall and then falls down to the can. Then as the fluid sloshes back, if it tries to come up, it hits this wall. And then if it makes it around that wall, there's another wall here to block it. So the fluid would have to come here, down, all the way here, up, around, and then around this way to get up and in there.
So they said if we fucking boil this thing down again, we're out. We're out. So that's why it was like, we were originally saying, I said put steel wool in the original box, but we ended up finding somebody with a welder in the shop. So they went to a shop last night. We went home, and here we are. So this thing cannot fucking boil the track down or we're screwed.
Let me put it to you this way. If we're in eliminations and I get lined up for that, I don't care what Dirk says. Where are you, Dirk? Is she getting a big pill? And if it squirts the fucking head gasket out, it squirts the head gasket out. We tried. Yeah, I'm just saying.
It'll still fire with the gasket spring.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can do whatever you want. I don't care. Just
Yeah, and it might go
That's big dog.
10,200 RPM. Don't know. We'll see.
It lived at 12.
Yeah, it does
Span on-
technically
span on the cage.
free
Unloaded.
free
Yeah,
rev. It
unloaded.
lived at 12.
But it lived at
I
12.
mean, you should be good now.
If
Yeah, sure.
If it's the last
And
race,
it's
and we're
getting
going
sprayed on the
against
gear
him.
change.
Right now? Oh yeah.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, against him.
Now I won't even make it half mid eighth mile before it squirts.
It's a whole nother story.
I agree. That's why these guys have 4 fucking motors, spare motors in this race.
A lot of these guys have never seen negative DA. They don't know how to tune for it. So they go, oh, we'll be all right. Meanwhile, it's making more boost. It doesn't have enough fuel.
To be fair, we haven't seen negative DA until today.
But
At least our tutor's got a little sense.
Yeah, and we have a Dirk.
A Dirk. We have a Dirk.
you have me to yell at you whenever you're going to do something stupid.
You mean like pill up?
Yeah.
What's that thing weigh?
Dirk will find out.
28.96.
96.
That's what he weighed.
I think it's light.
He's got like 600 pounds on us.
No, 400. 28, 96, we're 32, 90s, something like that.
Oh,
We're
I thought
like
we were.
3,300.
I was thinking we were like 30.
He's probably the same power too.
No, less. Believe it or not, less horsepower, more torque. So way more torque.
He's just letting that thing torque that thing.
It's that one.
I mean,
It's hard.
How much power do you think it makes?
I bet you that thing makes 1,400 foot-pounds of torque.
Probably makes like fucking.
So you think it makes more torque than power?
There's the one back there.
Dirk would be the one to tell me I'm an idiot, but I think that car makes more torque than horsepower.
Potentially.
All right, so I'm not a total idiot.
For once.
How much power do you think that thing makes? 14,
12, 13.
12, 13.
That's what I'm saying. We're probably similar horsepower, but he's got probably 700 foot-pounds of torque on it.
And all. Said it was just
Yeah,
not
'cause what'd you do,
no
11?
strength in that titanium.
That torque number was fake.
It's not fake. It's just what it multiplies to when it hits the wheel through the auto trains.
We're not limited on nitrous, right?
Yeah. We're limited by the engine.
Yeah, that's why they're not. That's why they don't limit you, because they know that I can only run. That's you just start blowing shit up. Like John Rogers, what he say, like 225, and he said be prepared to change a head gasket. Like you might make it the end of the run, but you might
all
have to
they need
change
to
the head
last.
gasket.
That's all we need. Please, do not cough. Do not cough. Cletus just oiled the track down. So he money shifted it yesterday, and I think he hurt the motor. JT flew down too. Kiss you right on the lips, dog. I ain't seen you in a while. CO2 and everything.
45 on the dome and a 75 shot on top.
Okay. So is this the most it's ever had?
Well, on this fuel, yeah.
Yeah. I remember because we did 50 yesterday, but this fuel added like 100 horsepower at the same boost as what ethanol was. So I mean, we'll see what it does. Hopefully it does a number. Hopefully it performs. What are you expecting, Duff?
780.
780. They don't got a backup SMS. 780. I'll be happy with a PB. I'll be happy with a PB and happy with
PB
this,
all across the boards.
and this thing staying together. I gotta give her a kiss. Like them Puerto Rican niggas.
It's funny because after
Fuck the birds.
Fucking team. Fuck the birds. I love you, Eric. I hate your choice of sports teams.
They bonded over tequila. That's good.
Let's go.
That's good.
You know what? Give me this fucking shirt back.
Yeah.
Nah, you gave it to him willingly, knowing that.
I know.
Maybe we get green ones next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would never. I'd delete my channel.
You just diet green. When I search up Houdini
Can I have
race,
a
it's gonna
green
say
one?
no longer exists.
Yeah, I would delete my channel before I made some fucking Kelly Green shirts.
It's a sharp green though.
It's pretty.
A lot.
It's nice.
You know, green is bad
Pretty
luck for
fucking
race
ugly.
cars.
Why?
It's like a banana on a boat. Just so happens that the Eagles are green, right?
Is that a myth?
Fucking
Banana
sucks.
on a boat.
You never heard banana on a boat either? I thought you were a fisher.
Man.
He said,
Not
"Where
if
we
you don't know
hang out
about that
with naked
banana.
guys."
All right, we didn't oil down the fucking track, so that's always a good. We got another run. It's always a plus. I don't think nitrous went off. I don't think the nitrous activated. They got a lot of shutdown here. Oh yeah, they do.
I don't want to know what it was. All right, let me get the slip. Let me get the slip. I don't want to know what it was. I know.
How did it feel?
It felt fast because I looked over and I was out. It felt like I was out like almost to the 8th in front of that fucking Pontiac, and then he came around me on a big end.
All right.
I have no idea. It could have been a fucking E1 for all I know. I don't fucking know. I don't.
I'm just gonna check my tires. I'll just. All right. No tire touching.
Oh, they did slip though.
They moved.
Oh, they're going to.
Yeah. They
I
moved.
mean-
This one moved. How much did you say? Something like that?
About 6 inches.
Same.
I don't think that's 6 inches, guys.
Whatever. 7, 8.
I think it's less.
What we got? 32.95. All right.
You're welcome. It felt faster than that. I want to look at that log, Edgar. I don't think the nitrous kicked back on in high gear.
I mean, a 124.3.
Oh, I felt it come on in low gear. It's almost embarrassing. Kick the belt. No alternator. Drop volted.
Yeah, but that shouldn't do that.
Told you something felt weird.
On the gear change?
No, I mean just. I said at the big end, I was like, it still felt like it was doing something. It was like,
I said from the line that it didn't sound like your nitrous was on. I didn't think it was on at all.
probably wasn't. To be honest with you.
That 8-1
Here.
or 8-0.
I bet you this didn't fucking spray. Nah. Nitrous never came on. Nitrous didn't come on.
No, yeah, it's still hot as shit.
There's no way.
I mean,
That makes so much more sense in my head now. That makes so much more sense in my head now. So I reached over there before we were in the lane. I went. Tss, tss. So I knew the system was on. Did that thing only make 45 pounds?
47, 46 and a half.
Yeah. Beat our time. Beat our first qualifier with less boost, Dirk.
okay.
46, 47. On the other qualifier,
you were on that.
What is it?
bro, I don't want to hear nothing. I'm chopping down trees. Everyone, oh, you better practice on the fucking switch, Duffy. Fuck you. There's been a 0 in front of every one of my slips.
Shout out to that catch
Is there like a safety?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I looked at the I didn't have power steering. I'm like, God damn it, I didn't have power steering. I was like, please let the trunk lid be dry. Please let the trunk lid be dry.
Oh,
And then
Dry as hell.
write that on there, and they're holding it like this, so I see
you
red
know you got
writing on it, and I'm
DQ'd?
like, I got DQ'd again. Are you fucking kidding me? And no, they just wrote 240 on my number. I don't know why.
Because this is your slip.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. The radial wrinkle.
That's what we want.
That's what we want.
Unplugged it to make sure that we had power.
I was zoomed all the way in on your chin.
All the way in on my chin. And
So
anyway.
solenoid under the dash.
So anyway, so the solenoid is under the hood, and we were testing a purge solenoid earlier, and we unplugged a clip to be able to test, see if we got power. Well, it didn't get plugged all the way back in, and I must have like kicked it with my foot underneath the dash, and it popped out, and so we had power to the system. It called for it. It wanted to spray, and it didn't. No electricity to the solenoid.
Your hands dirty, JT.
I'm more towards the back of the car, so
This is my
I'm
baby,
worried
dog.
about out back. You try it, but we're only going to leave with 1 extra pound, not 2. It's too many big changes. Look, I get it. I know we're trying to, but we have to be smart.
Yeah, because a wasted pass doesn't tell you nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, so I get it.
If we can get the nitrous to work with another pound to leave, or another pound on the leave, let's see what happens. And we'll try 18.5 on that one.
Hey, even though it didn't come on, because it didn't turn the car on, did it come on in the manner that you wanted it to come on? So the whole time the thing was rich too then?
Because it was adding the fuel
Damn, so
and
that
adding the
slows you
timing
down
for
too.
the nitrous that wasn't there.
And it pulled a degree of timing,
But I can
right?
see we're coming up in RPM.
We'll pull a degree of timing?
Yeah. We're coming up in RPM.
That was a 7.
All day.
That was a 7.
All right. Well, we didn't get
Slower to
DQ.
330.
Yeah. There's some progress there. It's nice.
That's always a good thing. The thing would have ran a 7 if everything worked correctly, how it should have. But it didn't, and this belt's gonna go on after the car cools off. I can't stress to you guys how fast these fucking cars are. Just look at the blur. We're sitting at 18 right now, right behind Poostit Boys. Is there a lot in there?
No, just the usual shit. Should have drained this shit earlier. I thought somebody opened up the valve because they stuck the can underneath the car and nobody opened up the valve.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, did you see Edgar's hot dog on the grill over there?
Oh, was it fucking burnt to a crisp?
That's not my hot dog. Oh, is that Edgar's hot dog?
So Edgar orders we went to Outback the other night and Edgar ordered super well done. Like, he ordered well done, we all teased him for it. The waiter is like, well, we actually have super well done. Edgar's like, yeah, I'll take that. Thing comes out black.
I did not cook that, FYI.
Yeah,
I did not cook that. I
No.
did not cook that.
no fucking shot.
One eternity later.
They just shut the track down tonight.
Dave, tomorrow morning, we're going to, we'll add that preload before we make the first hit tomorrow.
So
Track should be better.
they shut the track down for tonight. I mean, it's cold, so can't really blame them. I'm gonna help pack everything up. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We just got to the track, had to turn around the pit. So we pulled all this shit out, got it ready. Tiger's up in the jet, up in the pill. So now nitrous will come on and be bigger.
Up in the jet. I'm ready for a ride. This should be, theoretically, this should be the spiciest. If it goes down, it should be the spiciest pass we've ever made.
Yes, sir.
Because we've had this size pill in it before, but we had it
was at
too
the
far
other
down,
location.
yeah, and it was more of a diluted shot.
Was this in it when you did the 7.9?
Not this setup, no. No, it was 790 was down there.
I mean, the 100 shot was in it.
No, it's actually, believe it or not, a little bit bigger than a 100 shot, but it only ended up taking fuel like it was a 75 shot.
A couple classes have already ran, but we're not going to run for another 3 hours, probably. Maybe longer, 4 hours. Just shot a little bit of
But when it first fires, it shoots raw fuel out the fucking exhaust. And the methanol will sting your eyes. You're good there, you're good there, you're good there. You're good there, you're good there. It's not gonna be that loud. It's just.
You just put more nitro in? Oh, great.
Yeah, it's more weight on the driver's side. Yeah. So put a little bit more preload on the driver's side to level it out so it squats even. When you watch it from the back, the driver's side is a little bit low. I don't want it to lighten up the passenger side tire and send me into the wall. Need it, right? Need it. Nah, just squatting a little hard on the driver. Put a little bit more preload in the spring, and I mean, I heard you were fighting springs too, right?
Yeah, I'm welding my catch pan right now because I smashed it.
We just did ours.
No, my under tray. That wheelie came down and destroyed it. So.
We've never hit methanol so hard, and we were fucking shooting water and shit out the chimney. We opened it up and had baffle plates and all this shit.
Scooter gang. And there's you. We'll get you some Heelys next year. That's Ben riding passenger. He welded the cage. Burn them calories, boy.
Good cardio. It's only exercise I get.
We didn't even get called up. We're some dickheads.
Just follow Fran. He'll pull strings.
Needs to be up early. Hell, I'm getting right next to that motherfucker.
Yeah, you are. You better fucking.
You watch. I'll beat him. He'll say he let out.
You know that ain't happening.
To be fair, if I win round one, it's against somebody I don't know. If I beat him and he knows we're racing, that's way more important to me. I'll get good material for years if I beat him.
Great deal of service. A little foamy, but
Yeah, it'll be alright.
I guess I should call her.
It's the stick shift class.
We've been up here for a while. Granted, we came early, but we've been waiting. There's been, what, 3 cars in the wall now?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 cars into the wall.
Just blew up like not even 10 minutes.
Yeah, a Honda blew up and the piston was literally rolling down the fucking lane. Rolling on the left lane too, the lane that we're gonna be in. But yeah, somebody just hit the fucking wall, so we're gonna be waiting again. That's why I got beer.
Fucking bee just flew in Eric's beard. Now they focusing on the beard. We're on the beer. Good luck. Love you. This dude's got a buy. It's a Honda. I hope you don't hit it.
He's not.
He will, then he'll oil the fucking whole track down.
should have been faster than that, but we'll see if nitrous spray.
Okay.
When the belt thing, what did it do?
797. I don't remember the mile an hour.
I grabbed the chute and I felt it hook me before I crossed the line.
Well, when you look at short track, see what it did.
Yo, first off, nitrous felt great.
I was gonna ask
The
if it came
motherfucker
on.
hooked.
And we need to tighten that timing window up because I shifted, it got back right on the gear, and then the nitrous came back on again.
Yeah. This thing looks like it fucking went crazy. It did.
Hey, Duffy! Next pass, I'm racing you on this!
Decent pass. Yeah, I mean, it stayed together, trunk's dry, and we live to see another day.
Hopefully we get a second one.
Yeah. It's doubtful, but.
That's 60 foot though. That's
Is it?
60 foot.
Woo!
123.
No, wrong one.
No, you want no 150.
123.
123. Best 60 foot.
123.8.
115.
Yeah, that was France.
I got excited.
Yeah, oh, France.
So nitrous worked exactly like you wanted. There's a gap. Like when I felt it turn off, shift, and then come back on. Like
Yeah, I told you it's gonna be a gap.
we need to be a whoop.
It worked exactly how I did it though, right?
Facts.
Just gotta tighten it.
And I know it came in.
So I probably didn't move at all. If it did, it's probably less than 2 inches.
Can I have a rag?
This side's a lot less.
Yeah, it always is.
Well, yeah, because that's got
Now,
more weight on it.
Did the adding compression here or the preload help?
Yeah, it kept the tires more
Kept
even.
the whole thing more
Yeah.
even?
Yep.
That was a fucking 780 with a fucking like 180 all day. Dude, I'm screaming on camera. Cause
Like in my own video, 'cause I saw
I
it.
was at his bumper, like just past his bumper the whole way, and I was coming. I was coming. You know what I mean?
What is his line run?
Yeah, he let out. He let out a little bit, but I grabbed the chute.
Your 60 foot's a little bit.
But look at this. See, I was out on. So look at my reaction time, and our 60 foot. My nose was out ahead of 60 foot.
Well, you treeing these motherfuckers.
I told you that don't
matter.
Yeah, I
You
know.
want me a dollar.
0 to 5. 0 to 5.
You won me a dollar.
I
Yeah, you've
haven't
been-
had a .1 all week. Everything's got a 0 in front of it. We do zeros around here.
It was fine when it sprayed in the first gear. Then second gear came, it sprayed, the belt kicked off, battery voltage went down, and then it started going lean, and it maxed out the injector.
Well, so your wife's gonna hear that, she's not gonna notice it. We maxed it out because the voltage was low. So voltage was 11.7, not enough voltage to run the injectors, so they had to turn the injectors up to keep them flowing. So if we had another 2 volts with the alternator, because they kicked the belt off because the alternator's not charging the battery.
Is that a good run for the brand or?
Yeah, France happy. We, depending upon where I go get this sheet, might be done, and we just worry about what we can do to fix this the rest of the night. Because a 790 isn't gonna move me up too much, but I think it's gonna keep me on the ladder. Yeah.
Can you bypass power steering?
Technically, the belt path doesn't allow it. So what people normally do in that situation is they delete the water pump also, and then they just go around the alternator.
You're only running for 8 seconds.
And it doesn't want to fucking stay on for 8 seconds.
No, he's talking about just wrap it, get another belt and wrap it just around the alternator.
You're running at 8 seconds on methanol. How hot? What are your IATs? I mean, how hot's the motor?
Not hot. I kicked the belt, and at the big end it says the motor's 170, 160.
Yeah, but that's with using the water pump to circulate the coolant.
Right. But the
we can get-
sensor's in the block.
If we can get belts around those 3, just the alternator and water pump, and say fuck the power steering,
Right.
then maybe. But depends like what fucking belt.
We'll have to try and find some string, go to a hardware store, and just fucking.
Grab your old belt from There's so many variables need to get this fixed.
I know 100% that dropping 2 volts is going to play with shit.
Correct. Yeah.
If anything, not even open the injectors all the way, and
It'll still open. It's got dead time values and compensates for voltage. But if the wideband faults out, which it will for battery low, if there's not enough battery voltage,
and it's going to dump fuel thinking it's green.
Yes, but only within a certain amount. See, I only allow it to add 5%. For situations where something is wrong and it doesn't actually need fuel, I can only do 5%.
And then and then you can tell me in the car on the way to the parts store.
This is what really matters here. Oh shit, you ain't got nothing. What you got me?
Doing some motherfucking salt, drops of pepper. Baby, we doing enough tonight.
Fat motherfucker just coming over here and eating our shit, huh? Boom! Duffy and Edgar went to an auto parts store to get a belt because we kept on kicking off the serpentine belt. Just got called up, so we're trying to turn the car around quick. And I just picked the camera up to give you guys like a little bit of an update. But everyone's going fucking crazy right now. Just the fuel pressure right now.
Holy shit.
We're gonna have to pull the fucking evaporator and the squirrel box and all that shit out and all that stuff. It's gonna have to go to a proper race car at this point. We're gonna have to get rid of power steering.
And you could use that as another.
Oh well, we're here now. We didn't think we were gonna get another run, and we fucking.
You guys got back at the right time. We turned that bitch around. A little bit of chaos.
That Mitris may or may not come on here early and may or may not stay on the entire time. Fuck that gear change. So,
Spray the whole bitch down.
So it may or may not be on for another 2 seconds more than it normally is. May or may not wait until I know I'm through the fucking lanes to throw the chute.
I mean, the DA is gonna be crazy now. This bitch is gonna fucking.
I made over 50 pounds on that pass.
If it hooks, it goes. If it hooks, it goes.
If you watch the video, I got the video. Todd sent me the video when we were out and I had service, and the live footage, and you can see at the big end, like they're right there at the line, and as they come across the line, I'm pulling the chute across the line. Oh, I fucking treated him. Of course I did.
Yeah.
He did a 15, I did an 05.
Yeah, you treated the fuck out of it.
I had him by a fucking 10th off the line, which means I had him beat to the 60 foot.
Yeah, but he reeled you the fuck down.
Of course, because we weren't spraying. We're not spraying until after the 60 foot, and then you know what I mean. And actually, we're not spraying until well past the 60 foot. Where now I want to spray while we're still at the top of the 60 foot. Quicker. I bet you the short track is quicker. You know what it feels? It feels like I'm driving through the converter.
You probably beat your PB short track.
Yeah. Unless I did the 60 with the wheels in the air, because I felt the fucking wheelie that time.
You did. I mean, they were up.
The only thing I could do is maybe see if we could find some thicker transmission fluid.
Do you have the hydraulic fluid in or no?
Yes. I know. I can tell you before you plug the laptop in.
What is it?
Converter's too loose.
It did that flash?
It sounded weird down track. Converter's too loose. I blew through. I was blowing through the converter. Yeah. Oh, dude, you can see the mile an hour. That's way down.
168.
I'm driving right through the converter on the big end.
RPM. See all the RPM? Where were we at?
122. I think that's his record.
That's the best. And the 8th mile, too.
122?
Yeah, 5.0.
5:08.
Shit, that thing was rolling.
Something happened. We lost power up there. It was only at 90-something hundred RPM too, which is weird. So unless we were down on power or because of something else, still had a fuel pressure issue too. But fuel pressure went down middle of the run, and then at the big end came back up.
You may need to feed the surge with a bigger pump.
That's the biggest pump, unless it's a double hanger. The only other thing we could think is cheap hose, right? Not cheap hose, but could it be drawing so much for the mechanical pump that it collapses the fucking
I've yet
boat?
to see that happen. Not to say it's not impossible. I've just not come across that yet.
52 pounds of boost on the big end.
Yeah.
Boost stayed steady all the way out there.
It stayed above 50 pounds. The entire way.
Plug plugs. We gotta look at plugs. I shut it. I didn't shut it off right away. Was nitrous spraying the entire way out? Yep. I didn't shut it off right as I went through the chute, but like I let. Oh, listen. When I got out about 60 foot, I'm looking at the sky. But here's the thing. Normally I look at the sky because normally we don't have the limiters on it. So, but all of a sudden I went kunk kunk like that. And I went, oh, okay, wheels are up. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Left. Left good. That's about the height of the wheel.
That's gonna go great on a t-shirt.
Thank you. Shout out to Eric. I always not count on you.
Hey, I know. Like you said, you don't want to be the guy that runs out of beer. That guy sucks.
Yeah, we gotta go now.
Yeah,
Night's over.
Night's over. Let's get the fuck out of here. All right, well, car didn't blow the fuck up. We lost a little power on the top, but she left hard. She left hard, bub.
Riding wheelies all day, bro.
Huh?
Riding wheelies all day.
Riding wheelies all fucking day. You would think Duffy's part of that bike life, the way that fucking wheelie just went. But
It's not broken.
that's all that matters. We live till tomorrow. We making it Sunday, bub. They're prepping. I think we're 22, I think. We actually dropped on that run. Like dropped in a bad way. Dropped down the list. But we're still in the fight.
Still in the dance. Going to the dance.
That was from someone that was watching the stream at home too, so we don't know. We're gonna have to hit this thing hard, but the fucking converter isn't taking it. Dirk said there was some fluid that we could add, but there's no way we're gonna find it. I'm determined we can find that shit. We can find that shit. We'll take a fucking midnight trip back to Delaware if we need to, dog. Because we were 20th or 18th or something like that, and we dropped 2 spots. I don't know, we're below 16, so we'll be racing somebody fast. But they don't know about that fucking 300 pill we got, dog. I'm telling you. They don't know. Yeah, they don't know what we got up the sleeve.
We're going tomorrow, so.
Yep.
That was the big goal. Everything from here now is a plus.
It's annoying. We're giving it to fucking beans and it ain't going faster. At least not as fast as it should
Don't have to be converted. It's something out of our control that we're powering through.
He's just checking the porcelains to make sure there was no flex on them.
Yeah, they ain't nothing.
Yeah.
We haven't had a single problem.
Yeah, but I just wanted to be sure
No,
since
yeah.
we legged it so hard this time.
Yeah, and I made a major filling change with the fuel
Yeah.
pressure.
Yep.
I think this pump is being starved and cavitating. So either this 60-man hose is fucking collapsing.
What's wrong? Think about it. We went 173 without nitrous, and now we went nitrous and went to 168 because the blowing through the converter.
Yeah, it slows you down.
Right. Yeah. So it would actually be faster to short track really fucking hard, get it through the high gear, and like once it hits like 9,000 RPM, shut the fucking nitrous off, because then the converter will start to tighten up. But that's just a band-aid. That's not going to get us to 750.
No, I know.
and no fluid's gonna fucking do it. I just talked to a couple of people real quick, and
Dirk
might
was
get, a
saying
fluid
something-
change might get us 50 RPM, and he's a stator. And to be honest with you, with what we're doing, it probably needs a bolt together and a couple of stators so that we can slide it out in the pits and fucking make a stator change.
We just got to work with what we
It doesn't
got.
mean anything's broken.
No.
It just means we found the limits.
This converter never saw this amount of power, and now it's showing.
We
what
found the
it was
limits.
like.
We found the limits of the converter setup, and because of the gear change, well, with a 410, right? It's less drag on the car, so we were using less power. That's why we did a 790, but we were revving the piss out of it. We have the right gear for the car, but I was just hoping. I knew the converter was still on the tight side with the 410, and I was hoping the 390 wouldn't make it now too loose, but it
Start
did.
multiplying.
52 pounds and 100 shot. I'm telling you, this thing was making 1,400 plus horsepower. Weekend's not over. Weekend's not over. You know,
No,
as you
that's
see,
what I said.
I chop trees for a fucking living. Another .0 on the fucking tree.
How about that 122?
So fucking close to my 499 too.
I know.
Ah,
Listen,
What was the 60 foot?
122. Best 60 foot, best 330, best 8.
You left on like 22 pounds.
dude, when that nitrous came in, that front end came up. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. And then I saw the fucking
I saw it hit the
796,
limit.
and I was like, 792. I was like, I mean, it's fast, but it's not what we want.
I'm in the car. It's tough for me to tell the difference between 169 mile an hour and 170 mile an hour, 180 mile an hour, right? So I'm looking at the RPM and I'm like 93, 9400. Okay, because at 9400 I was going 175 with the 410, 390. This should be a 180. Here comes the fucking 770. You know what I mean? And like, no, that fucking IS, dude. Did you see that IS leave?
Yeah, what did he do?
He did a 121. Now I still had him out to the 60 because I chop trees for a living. You can just call me .05 because that's my nickname. Go grab all my slips.
Change your shit to 05 Duffy for the weekend.
Oh, fuck.